If your AI design looks generic like this, you're one of millions. Nothing is wrong with this design, but nothing is right with it either. It looks exactly like every other settings page you've ever seen because the AI averaged 1,000,000 of them and gave you the middle point. This is what happens when you give an AI no information. It fills the gaps with defaults, and defaults are always the same shade of forgettable blue. Here's the thing though, we're not going to throw this away. We're going to build on this exact screen with 3 prompts. And by the end of it, it is going to look like your real product. The platform I will use is Figr, but the principles apply to any AI design tool. So before we do anything else, we need to give the tool something to work with. So we'll upload our existing product screenshots here. And even if it's just 3 or 4 screens, Figr reads every image and extracts what your product actually looks like, the colors, typography, the component, and the complete design language. And then you add in what the product actually does, your URL, your user context, the target audience, the entire brief. And once it is done, I'll ask the AI to refine the original design using the given product knowledge and the design system. Watch what changes. The blue is gone, replaced with actual brand color from the upload screenshot. The generic toggles have reorganized into sections that mean something. The team permissions at the top because that's what a new engineering manager sets up first. The billing tier selector that is clear about what plan you're on. The API keys with a distinct visual treatment because it is a power feature, not a primary one. The layout didn't just get prettier, it reprioritized because now the tool knows who is reading it and why. And that is not just styling, that is hierarchy. And the hierarchy only works when it knows what matters. This is the difference between prompting a setting and prompting a product. Okay, so this looks good. You'd probably ship this. Most people would, but there's a quite problem with AI generated UI that nobody talks about, which is that it only designs the happy path. The screen you're looking at right now assumes everyone has team members already. It assumes nobody deletes an API key by accident, and it assumes your new users already know what to do. None of those assumptions are true in production. So ask Figr to find the missing states. 4 things come back immediately. The team members table has no empty state. If you are a new user and nobody has been invited yet, the table is just blank. The API key section has a delete button with 0 confirmation. 1 misclick and it's gone, no recovery. The second label text in the billing section fails the WCAG AA contrast. Not a theoretical issue, a real one if your users are on a dim monitor or in a bright room. And there's no inline validation on the API key name field. So users won't know they've made an error until they have submitted. And now look at this screen versus the first one. The first one was a template. It described a settings page. This screen actually handles a settings page. What it looks like when it's empty, when someone's about to do something irreversible. Those 4 things Figr caught: empty state, the confirmation flow, the contrast failure, the missing validation, those are not just edge cases. They are the states your users hit constantly, especially the new users. And if those states are not designed, they still exist. They're just ugly and broken and left for engineering to guess at. And here's the thing about what just happened. We ran 3 prompts on one screen, but you actually don't need the first one. If you load your design language and your product knowledge before you ever generate anything, your first output already looks like it belongs to your product. The tokens are already in, the user context is already in, and you skip the generic middle entirely. Upload the screenshots, drop your URL, and add context. And that's the setup you do once, and then every screen you generate from that point forward starts to look like your product, not an average of every other product, which means your actual workflow is 2 prompts, 1 to generate and 1 to bulletproof. And that is it. And that is the fastest way to make your UI look like not an AI. Subscribe for more videos to understand how to use AI to design better. See you in the next one.